Oh, God. I don't even know how to start this shit. Thank you everyone for joining us today. We just finished, the game with Frankfurt at home, or let's say at away, 1.2. Just finished, and we lost 3-2. Got eliminated from Europa League, and going back home with our tails behind our legs, between our legs, how they say that, how saying goes. So, um, um, all right, let's start with you. I know you're about to explode in a minute here. Let's give our impression of the whole game, and then we can dissect it and go into it. So let's go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, I gotta start with the lineup, with the starting lineup. At Jordi Alba, Eric Casilla, Araujo, and Oscar Mingueza in the back. Ter Stegen and goal. Then in the midfield we had Gavi, Pedri, Busquets up front, Ferran Torres, Aubameyang, and Ousmane Dembele. This is the first of many instances where I need to address the starting lineup and what's wrong with it, because we played Frankfurt a week ago. So with the exact same lineup, we had Piqué starting and Araujo on the right side, but the midfield was exactly the same. We started with Gavi and Pedri, and I'm lost for words. Xavi saw that it wasn't working, that they play with physicality, and we need somebody who can absolutely go against that. And then you have a lot of questionable. A lot of questionable players on the right side. Dest was probably not fit to play 90 minutes. That's okay.
Yeah.
How the hell are you going to put in somebody who didn't play for weeks, not a single game
Put him in
from
an
the beginning?
intense fucking game.
Yeah. Oscar Mingueza. It's a big mistake. It's not his fault that he wasn't up to the task. So it's not. What I'm trying to say, it's the starting lineup was already not well put together, and that's on Xavi, because he saw the intensity last week, so he had to know that we are going to face a team that is going to go all in. We
Yeah.
cannot have players that are not ready to do the same.
Physically, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and this is it was from start. I'm not going to say to finish, because at least they saved some face
Yeah.
with the result. But
I mean, it's a little too late. That's the thing. Like, you can't do that. You can't just say,
yeah.
"Oh, or not you," but like
Yeah,
like people
I
can't
know.
just take it like, "Oh, we were fought to the last." No, fuck that shit. Like this is this is way too easy to say. Like we fought till the end. No, we didn't. We didn't fight until the end. We fucking
True.
we fucked up the first 45 minutes. We had I think we only had one shot on fucking target. Like it's not like the other team were attacking us and we couldn't attack. You know what I mean? Like it's not like they were pressing us. They were just sitting back, 5 in defense, and just sitting back. And as soon as we lose the ball, they go on attack. Like that. That's just how. When we lost the ball way too many times in the first half. Araujo just keep hoofing the ball to the other side, hoping somebody will go be on the other side of it. Same thing with everybody else. Nobody was actually. There was no actual organized attacks throughout the whole first half, and the intensity of Frankfurt was just. It's like they pressed, but they pressed in their own half. They did not come to our side. They let us have the that side, our side, but in the middle, and then they're back, and they're back. They just locked it in. Nobody's going through, and the ball barely fucking made it to the other side. It's just frustrating to see how the ball moves so slow. Especially today, I don't know if we're exhausted, like everybody's exhausted, and nobody has the actual the intensity and the strength to go through the whole 90 minutes, so they reserved it. I don't know exactly what happened, but we just the first half.
No, it was basically what I've got from it is that Xavi absolutely miscalculated their strategy. Because when we played them in Frankfurt, they were pressing.
You pressed us, yeah.
Pressing high. There was that feel of get the ball like kick and rush. They played kick and rush. So, but this time they tried to counterattack us, and Xavi needs. I mean, of course, he's a fairly fresh coach when it comes to the European stage.
Right.
You need to adapt, and he didn't do that.
No, he did way too late. It was way too late. By the time,
because the thing that happened in the first half was an indication for him to
switch it up.
Switch the whole thing up.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. I agree with you. Yeah.
And the thing is that he just didn't, and he went in and punctually changed some things, but at the end of the day, it wasn't. I mean, a lot of mistakes that happened in the back are it's again travesty to watch.
The Eric, I mean, and I saw, like, 'cause I was on a Reddit thread there for the game, and I saw some of the comments, just especially in the first 10 minutes. It wasn't even like, you know what I mean? It wasn't even like in the 60th or 70th minute. The first fucking 10 minutes. And some people, not everybody, some people were just going at it with Eric and how, oh, we thought you improved, but you just shit. Mistakes like that can happen all the time. Granted, it was a mistake of his. He should not have pulled him in the first fucking 2 minutes. That's a given. Nobody's arguing that. But to shit on him for that, saying that, oh, it's you're terrible because of it, that's just nonsense, because mistakes like that happen all the fucking time. So what for us as a team to do is to actually come back from that mistake and to actually dominate the game, which usually happens, right? Like, we've seen it for the last few years. We go down, but we're confident enough that we know we're gonna dominate the game and create a lot of chances to actually try to equalize. That didn't happen. So mistakes can happen. Yes, anybody can make a mistake in defense, especially in defense. But it's up to us to actually go back and try to not commit the same mistake again in the game, and actually come back and dominate, and actually try hard to actually get a ball in the net. That didn't happen afterwards. We just kept going back and forth from one side to the other in the back, and then crossing it, hopeful that Dembele or Aubameyang or Ferran will be in the end of it, which resulted in 1 or 2 chances in 45 minutes, only one on target. It's just frustrating. It's really, especially because over the last few weeks when you saw the game, the team creating a ton of chances every half, ton of chances. Today, it felt like we're a totally different team. Like, it didn't feel like it's the same team that played the last few weeks.
I'm not going to criticize the guys up front.
Oh no! I'm not talking about them. I'm just saying the ball didn't get to them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. But the game was lost in on the defensive line and on the midfield.
Yeah.
These are the facts.
Yeah.
These are the facts, and we cannot blame Usman or Aubameyang or Ferran Torres for what what should have been.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if Xavi somehow had that feeling that uh, maybe in this game we need a Memphis or Luke de Jong, then he should have brought them sooner in.
Yeah.
It's on him. It's not on because they tried,
Yeah.
and more than trying is not. It's not because for Frankfurt to dissolve back with five defensive players, you need to have the whole team working towards it.
Yeah.
And for me, um, and this isn't something that Pedri and Gavi, although Gavi played a good game, not a good game, but a solid game. Um, those guys are not the right players for that game.
I agree.
It's a fact. Of
Yeah.
course, they can give you some magic in certain instances, but in this game, and after 45 minutes, you need to change it
There
up.
is I'm not sure if this is accurate, but somebody in the thread there said that Javi said that De Jong was not feeling well. He was going to start him and Pedri today.
Well, that's no problem.
Yeah, but that's the
That's
reason
no
why
problem.
it wasn't his first. Yeah.
If he's feeling a discomfort or whatever, that's no problem. You have other options on the bench. It's a fact. And for me personally, I would have liked to see Balde.
No, not in the middle. I'm talking like
No,
De
no,
Jong in the
no.
middle.
I'm saying I would have liked to say Balde instead of Oscar Menguesa, and the Dest playing that role in the midfield because we needed someone who's going to help the guys on the wings.
Yeah, but
It didn't happen.
only one thing with that though, it'll be the same problem that Mangueza has, which is he did no playing time. Balde hasn't played in months.
Yeah, but Balde is that's his natural position,
Yeah, no, I know. I'm
and
not saying the
Menguesa is
position. I'm
not.
saying the intensity. He'll
Yeah, the
probably get injured
intensity
again.
could, yeah, but it could be, and then you will have a problem. But that
Yeah.
problem could be just play Araujo on that side and bring in Longley. It
I,
is what it is.
honestly,
You don't have any options and to do that.
I thought he
And
was going to
then
do
you have
that. To be honest, I thought he was going to put Araujo in the right side that way, at least keep that solid and no holes for them to exploit, especially on the counter, and then put Longley
yeah.
in there. So I really thought he was going to do that because I felt like that was the safest way to secure that and to give the midfield and the wings more stability and not having to go back all the way, especially Dembele, and try to help with with tracking back. We know that somebody who's reliable there is going to stop, who's fast and strong to actually stop the counters. I thought that was
You
his. That's what I thought he
you
was going to do.
see that it is possible to have a lot of options back there.
Yeah,
It could have helped, especially after the test catastrophic first half. Need to have some options. You need to have a plan B, and this time we need to say it how it is. Xavi messed up, and
yeah,
he deserves to be called out on it.
yeah,
And for me personally, of course, what frustrates me the most is those individual mistakes that happen. If you watch other games, like uh, in the Champions League when you saw City against Atletico Madrid, they they were under constant threat. So after 70 minutes, and they were exhausted, and
mm,
then you had a constant pressure on the back four, but there were no individual mistakes.
yeah.
This is something that Barca suffered from far too often, especially on the European stage. And this is something that needs to be addressed. I mean, of course, we can hope that guys like Christensen and Kissier bring more stability and more physicality.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, those are two players, and what happens if uh, one or both are injured? Then you're
Yeah.
going back to having that instability and those individual mistakes. And for me personally, uh, uh, the entire performance of the team was shambolic.
Yeah.
I would take out Araujo, and I would take out Gavi, I would take out Busquets. And when it comes to worst performances, I have to say Jordi Alba, absolutely catastrophic,
Oh
absolutely
my God.
shambolic
Yeah.
performance. He needs someone who's going to contest on that side
He's
and
been,
to get.
well, I mean, to be fair. I mean, it's not really fair. It's not really I'll say fair, but take it with a grain of salt. He has been playing every game. I think only got substituted once for Dest when he was not injured, which was weeks ago. So like when you play every day, almost 90 minutes every time for like what, 2 months now. I mean, that's no reason he's given shit performances for the last
Yeah,
two
but
games. There's no
I
rest for
gotta
him.
say, yeah, that well, but you are playing professional football and
No,
getting millions,
yeah,
and
it's
you
not
are
just that though.
wearing that.
It wears mentally
Oh,
on you. You know what I mean? It's not just, oh yeah, of course you're professional, but when you're playing 90 minutes, physically you're not going to be able to handle a lot of the intense games, especially like this in the middle of the week. It's and we played intense game on Sunday where we were down and we had to go back and so it's all those tolls on your body. Doesn't matter how professional you are. It's
yeah,
not really up to
yeah,
you what
but
your body
those
can
mistakes,
handle it.
ex-
Lack
brother.
of focus on. No, I'm just saying like it's
Those
he's played bad. I
Yeah, I
agree with
know,
you.
I know,
Yeah,
I know, I know. But those mistakes, those misplaced passes, easily misplaced passes.
yeah,
Not he wasn't like trying to do an Iniesta and playing an unbelievable ball. It
yeah,
was just like the most basic stuff that he got wrong.
yeah.
And excuse me, I cannot tolerate it by saying it's mental fatigue or
No, it's not toleration. It's just like I can see why something like that, because we know he has class. We know he can when he's on his day, and we saw for the last few
yeah,
months he's
but
amazing. But he
but
makes
this is
way too many mistakes.
yeah, and especially on the European stage, and
Yeah,
this is what pisses me off. And
every
I
time.
have
Yeah.
to I have to single him out because of his shitty performance. He was one of the liabilities
Well, they're
in
both
that
him.
game.
Him and Maguire were not really good the whole game. They
Yeah,
were
Mingueza is
even worse.
straight F,
Yeah. So
straight
like
F.
that's how we
There's
got
no
most of their
I'm
chances
not
came from the
going to
sides.
blame him because he's not experienced and he didn't play any role in this entire season.
Yeah.
He wasn't a factor in any shape or form. So whatever the case may be, is what it is.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he's not responsible for um, those injuries that happened within the team and not having Piquet around, having Dest around. It's not his mistake. It's not his fault. He was gone. He was thrown into that, and he needed to do his job. And of course, he's also a professional footballer, but it's not even his position. It's not even his learned position. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to blame single him that much out like I did Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba was absolutely catastrophic. We
Hmm.
need to stress that out. For me, Eric Garcia, uh, out of those four in the back, only Araujo had um, not only back when it came to the defensive work, but also to the
To the
to
front.
being yeah,
He
especially
tried.
in the last
You can tell
yeah
he's in his has a bandage on, on his leg, and he's a warrior, man. Like you can
This
tell when people are trying, and when players are trying, and the front half of our team, they give it their all. Like they tried their best to score when they got the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I saw even in the first half after the goal, could see how if you watch closely, you could see Ousmane Dembele trying to give instructions
Yeah.
and trying to direct the players how to play, how to stretch the defensive line of Frankfurt and create something.
Mm-hmm.
He was always he was telling them to give him the ball, and he's trying to create. There's nothing that I'm going to say about those up front, because although Ferran Torres and Aubameyang didn't have good games, they tried. What was in their power, they tried. When it comes to the defensive work and when it comes to the midfield, uh, Pedri and Gavi, although Gavi also he fought, you
Yeah.
can see those.
And Pedri, I think he got hurt in the middle of the first half. So
That's
he was
possible.
limping. No, he was limping on the way out. So
Uh,
that's the reason why he got subbed out in the first half.
and Pedri, and when we talk about Pedri is the one for me that can has that excuse of having that fatigue and maybe playing one too many games.
Him and Ferran.
Because
Ferran, that motherfucker been playing
yeah,
literally
of
every
course,
game.
but the tasks are not the same.
Yeah.
Pedri is constantly running, constantly doing things,
Yeah.
trying to create. It's a different role, and it's a more exhausting role.
Yeah.
And for that, I can understand him being and not having a good game. I totally understand that, and we are not like monsters that try to push the players to perform at their max level every time.
Mm-hmm.
These things can happen.
Yeah.
Of course, even if they, but that first half and the first half of the second half were absolutely symbolic.
That's the worst. That's the
And
worst I've seen Javi's side play. Since he
yeah,
took over it.
yeah. I mean, when we count out the Bayern game, of
Well, no,
course,
yeah, I'm not
this
counting that
is,
one.
yeah.
I'm not counting that one.
And it is another time on the European stage where we cannot deliver. And for me personally, it's okay to
Yeah,
not
I'm not too mad
have
about
that.
going out. To be honest, I know it's like the popular thing to say when you don't get your
Yeah,
way. Oh, I didn't want it anyway. But like to be completely frank, our goal since Xavi took over was to secure the top four. We don't have the actual players to compete in the European side. We didn't have the experience. Most of them don't. We have some old dogs in there, but for the majority of our players that are playing, don't have that experience. And the ones that came in the winter, sure they have experience, but they don't have they haven't played with the team long enough to actually have that impact every week. So like I understand that our focus should have been to the end of the season, focus on the top four. And the whole next year it'll be a whole different thing. But so yeah, I'm
yeah,
not too upset. I'm
let's
just upset
wait.
about the way we fucking bowed out.
Yeah. Of course, we are talking about the way, always
Yeah.
talking about the way, because it's not the problem that you lose against Bayern Munich or against Liverpool or against Roma. It
Yeah.
was the way we lost to them. It's not about losing. Every team loses.
Yeah.
Even sometimes you lose and and it feels like a win.
Mm-hmm.
Can happen.
Yeah.
Just watch if you watched Real Madrid. They lost.
Yeah.
Lost 3-2. The same result. But
Yeah.
it's the way. It's the way and the message that you send, and of course the end result. And ours was, once again, we didn't have a great game in Frankfurt, and we didn't have a great game in the Camp Nou. But and I think if we would have lost this one, and it could have happened, if we lost this one 4-0 or 5-0, would lose the trust of the
The
public,
players.
and of course
Yeah.
not the players. The players are the ones that are
I mean, like the
responsible.
fans and.
Yeah, the fans, the
Well,
public
first, I'm
will.
gonna say fuck some fans. To be honest, like they fucked our club so hard, especially the ones that are fake ass fans that went and fucking bought tickets, and then as soon as Frankfurt fans started uh, fishing for tickets, they sold them out. They had almost 30,000 fucking fans in the stands. They were boos when we had the ball a lot of the times throughout the game. This is insane. We're playing in our home field, and the other fan, not our fans booing, because if that's the case, then it's us that doing it, right? But the
Yeah,
other fans of the other team booing us throughout the game. It's amazing to think about how some people just fucked over. And when you walk in, and there was a clip of them before the game, they're coming in to warm up. As our players are coming in, boos all over the fucking place. You coming into the Camp Nou to actually warm up for your game in your home field, and you get booze. That's
yeah, of
that's
course those fans are the guy, but we don't know whether it's really fans. A lot of
no, no, no,
tourists.
no. The dude, there was like white. If you look, yeah, I'm sure there'll be footage all over the place here in a few hours. But there were actual Frankfurt. There were clips of thousands of fans in the streets of Barcelona and right
No,
outside
I
the Camp
saw that.
Nou.
I saw that. I
Yeah,
saw
so
that.
then they
They
went
were
in,
marching in.
and they went in.
Yeah,
So
but over here, a lot of after the game in Barcelona, uh, they said that they are going to have like 30,000 fans going in.
but that's what happened. They
Yeah.
were almost
I,
they
yep.
have 20,000
I'm
extra tickets that were sold to fucking to them. So like yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
fucking insane.
but what I'm trying to say is that when we talk about Barcelona, and a lot of people that go into the stadium are not.
The tourists and fucking
Yeah, a lot of tourists, and maybe they got a good deal,
right.
whatever.
Well,
But but for
there were reports on. I'm not sure if this is true. There were reports on Twitter that are some socios that the one actually sold tickets to Frankfurt fans.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like the actual our fans given selling or selling tickets to them. That's fucking insane,
That
man.
would be yeah, that would be insane indeed. But we didn't lose the game because of that.
No, but it
So
fucks up with your psyche when you're getting booed in your own. That's why they say that the crowd is your 12 fucking player. If you don't have the crowd with you in your hometown, you don't have the intensity that's not there. Especially it influences the referee. I know it sounds crazy, but it fucking does. When there's almost a foul or something that's 50-50, and the whole stadium goes on you, the actual ref gets a lot of pressure on that in those moments. So when you don't have that, a lot of the calls don't get called out because of it. So it helps a lot when you have fans that are interactive and actually with you the whole game instead of booze in your home field. It's
you have
just
like you have
stupid.
like Xavi had like 3 fantastic months
Yeah,
without any losses, and I think it's fair to say that he restored a lot of faith.
yeah,
But to be quite frank, a lot of it's like 4 to 5 years of absolutely shit football that Barcelona displayed.
yeah,
Not always, but fans need to have the right to be fed up. So and it's a fucking Europa League game. It's not like or playing Champions League against.
I'm not gonna give him excuses, man. I'm sorry. I'm just not. If you bought tickets,
it's not about excuses.
well, but it is. If you
It's
bought
about,
tickets, if you bought tickets, you want to go in.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
or making a quick buck. Who knows? Some people are like that, and some
Fuck those
people are
guys.
going. I understand your stance,
Yeah.
and I'm absolutely with you. The fake, phony fans, people that try to make money off the team and not trying to support it in any way, shape, or form. Fuck them. Fuck them. No problem. I'm
You
going to
hear
say
that? If you're
that here
listening,
loud and
fuck you.
so yeah, because like you've said, it creates a very weird situation for
Yeah.
the home team.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's not the reason we've lost the game.
No, I'm not.
The
It wasn't.
reason.
I'm not saying it's a reason. I'm saying
It's
it
not even.
influences.
It's
It influences a
yeah,
lot.
but I don't know about a lot. It
It does. In my
influences
opinion, it
some,
does. Like,
influences
well, like
some
if there was,
factors.
like if the stands were empty, then yes, I would say yeah. If there's nobody there, it's not like it's not a matter of us not having the fans. It like if there was only a few of us there, but a few of them, and that's it. There was not like overpowering amount of them shouting and singing and celebrating when they scored against us and boos when we have the ball. If that didn't happen, then I would say yes. But that influences a lot, especially when you're playing at home and you expect your supporters to be there to carry you through the game, like motivation wise, and give you all the energy that the fans give you. If you don't have that to interact with, it plays a lot and throughout the game. I'm not saying it's the reason we lost. I'm saying it does not help, and it influences in a bad way when that happens. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Enough. Yeah, I'm with you to a certain extent, and like I said, fair enough. If that's your point of view of it, I didn't even consider it because to me the game was basically lost in the first 10 minutes, and you come in. Even if you come in and you don't know, because this happens a lot in Spain, you come in and people coming in like 10, 15 minutes later the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's packed and full from start to finish. People go out, they come in, they go out, they come in. It happens a lot in Spain. You have your ultra fans that by the way, that were absent in the first beginning of the second half. I don't know what that was about, but they came in late.
Yeah, some walking in trying to get people excited and riled up. But there's just, you can see like there was a few seats empty there too, on that side of it.
Yeah, but this is the thing, and you will see once again when and I'm not too sure if that is true, but there seems to be a sold out Camp Nou when the women
Yeah,
play
that's what
against
they said.
Wolfsburg.
Yeah.
So and you see and there is a difference right now. There is a difference, a stark difference when they need um to win over the fans again. It is what it is. The club, the players, they owe more to the fans than vice versa. I'm going to be honest. It is what it is. The last few years were way too freaking hard on the fans.
No, and I
And
agree with you on that. Like that's not my beef at all with it. But I agree with you. Like if our supporters feel like they need to earn their trust back, they don't want to pay to go in and support. That's okay. That's your right, right? You can choose not to buy a ticket to go in if you don't think that that is gonna bring you joy, or you don't think it's not worth it since we're gonna lose anyway. All those ideas that come to your head if the team is not playing well. But to buy the ticket and then sell it to your rival, especially if you're a socio, if you're part of the club, it's just that I don't understand it. I just don't. And you say, oh, it's a quick buck, but if you're a socio, you believe in that shit. You believe in the fucking club. You believe that the club comes first, and you're gonna fucking sell the ticket to somebody who's gonna go and boo your players. That's fucking crazy. But and just let's just close it with that, because it's insane to think about. And I hope you're right. I hope that Xavi brings that trust back, and I hope that we start packing up the Camp Nou.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things that need to happen until we get to that point.
Well, I know what we do. We just need to win the league.
Nah, that's not possible.
I know. I'm just fucking daydreaming over here.
Yeah, but we need to have the conversation about the defensive line. We need to analyze the shit out of it.
We need an overhaul, man. We need a new left back. We need CB. We need the right back. We need the whole fucking new line in the back.
If we're being honest, the only one that can constantly stay is Araujo.
I agree, 100%.
He's the only one that needs to stay, and that should be a starter whenever he's able to start. So this is, for me, Eric Garcia, although he had a few good games, is way too inconsistent, and it's not about him making that mistake today. About him not having that physicality, that speed. Of course, he can sometimes have his moments, and maybe as a sub, he's not that bad. We need to have another central back, maybe even two.
I think if we're getting Christensen for free, we should fucking try to get De Ligt from Juve. Having both, I think we can fucking get rid of Umtiti, get rid of Longley, and we'll still be okay.
Yeah, what I've read is that they are trying to get someone from Arsenal.
No, fuck. The Gabriel. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
If there, another option would be Antonio Rüdiger.
Oh, his contract is over. Yeah, that could be that. Yeah. He's a deceiving motherfucker. He's a cunt. I think we need a cunt in our defense. We don't have that.
Yeah, and he's fast. He's
very intelligent on the ball, and
very dangerous up front.
Yeah.
Also,
with his head shooting, and with his head is pretty good. And that would be awesome.
It would be fantastic. You need to have those players.
Oh,
to have those players. I mean, if you have like Christensen, Araujo, and freaking Rüdiger, and then maybe Piqué on the bench,
I think we're good. So, we'll be fucking flying. Man, I just hope not that my fasting went through today. I've been cussing nonstop, but I'm still fasting.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh man, it's crazy. Today is
crazy. And the 3 goals, of course. The first goal, absolutely on Eric Garcia.
Yeah.
In my opinion. The second goal, again, the defensive work, absolutely. I don't know.
I don't know. What was the second one? I don't remember it.
It was.
That was an amazing goal. Damn. Yeah. Third one was just like, yeah, this is over. I think I even texted it to you. I'm like, well, fucking, it's over. Doesn't matter
Oh,
how many times I try to come back within 15 minutes. That's not gonna happen. They're packing up the defense so well, and they're so well organized. There's no way we're gonna score 3 goals in 15 minutes.
and the thing is that it would have been possible if we I mean the comeback would have been possible if we didn't concede that last goal.
Or if we brought everybody in earlier. We didn't bring everybody
Yeah.
in until almost the 75th minute, 80th minute or something.
Yep.
If we bring Luke De Jong and Memphis in the big, because I know Memphis hasn't been playing for the last few. He was injured, but every time he played, he's really fucking intelligent and he's very physical. We needed that in the front. We didn't have. We had Dembele in the beginning and Ferran. They're not very physical, and Frankfurt were just fucking pushing us all over the place. We didn't have nobody to push back. So I think having him and Luke De Jong, especially in the beginning of the second half, I think we probably would have scored a goal before they even scored a third one. But
Yeah, but
well,
this is all hypotheticals.
hypotheticals, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we can do, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the positives. For me, there aren't too much, not too many. For me, I gotta say, Araujo was a positive. Busquets was a positive, and Gavi was a positive.
The players that made a difference.
They not only a difference, but you can see, and I'm not trying to single out Ousmane Dembele because especially in the first half he was trying and trying and trying. So, but when it comes to performance and trying, to me those three were the ones that
Stood out.
Stood out.
For me, like I like your list. I'll go with that list and I'll add to Stegen because even though he considered 3, it could have been way worse. Especially that 1-on-1 that he ended up saving. That would have been 4, and it would have been even more fucking disaster. So I know that he was not our favorite for the last few months. Because of his dip in performance, his inconsistency, and all that stuff. So we get that he hasn't been really good for the last few months, but every time something like this happen, he makes some crazy ass fucking saves and at least gives us a glimpse of hope during the game. So I'll shout out him for that for that save and he saved a few of them. Granted, not as severe as that one, but. He had an okay game. He wasn't one of the reasons why we lost, to put it that way. So yeah, and the rest, it's just wasn't their day. It just wasn't, and you can still feel Piqué's position fucking missing. Nobody's leading the defense there. I know Araujo is fucking amazing, but he's not that leader yet. He's not somebody who can dictate the game, knows where you need to be, he knows where you need to move up, move down, all those things that come with experience. He doesn't have it yet. So I think having Piqué there to lead the defense, I think fucked us. And if he was there with Araujo, I think it would have been way more solid.
Yeah, of course. I absolutely agree. You need to have someone who's directing in the back and directing up front. I think Usman had that role up front, and he tried his best, and especially in the first half, Busquets had a lot of difficulties, not because he wasn't playing well, but because they tried to take him out of the game.
Yeah.
And they succeeded in that in the first half.
Yeah.
In the second half, it was something else because once Frankie De Jong came in, you had that space between, and Busquets could go into between the defensive line and the midfield line and play some passes and have his moments, and that goal probably is never going to score a goal like that again.
Yeah, I thought his last goal too, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's a game to forget. let's recoup. We have a game in 3 days, or
On Monday.
yeah, on Monday, and in 4 days. So let's just forget about this. It's a fucking Europa League. Granted, that you'd say if we lose any cup, right? But it's what it is. What it is, and we can just only look forward. We have young players. We have young. This is the experience they need. They need to win. They need to lose. They need to know how to come back. It's a cycle, and once you get that experience multiple times, it builds your character in the field. It builds a lot of knowing exactly what to do when shit like this happen. So this is an experience for the young lads, and I think it's a good thing to. That's the positive for me would be they got some experience from this, even as short as it is, from these young players. At least it's an experience, and hopefully they build upon it in a positive way and come back better and stronger next year in the Champions League.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm not too sure whether this one is a setback or not. We will see.
We'll see on
We will
Monday.
see. Yeah, we will see on Monday. We will see how they perform in the remainder of the season.
Right.
They need to perform.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's going to be difficult to get into the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got like I'd say 90% chance we are in the Champions League. Again, it's gonna depend on this week. If it is gonna be a turnaround where we score 4 goals, when we dominate the whole fucking thing, then I would rather us have lost today and win the rest of the games in La Liga, just to put pressure on Madrid, as much as we can. I know it's probably not gonna. It's 97% chance it's not gonna happen. They're not gonna lose the league, but just to keep the pressure, that way they don't feel comfortable. And us to actually keep winning. I think if we win the remainder of the season, I think it's not disappointing at all that we get out of the Europa League.
Of course, if that's the case, then we will not be very. We will look at this and say, "Oh, it was okay, it was fine, no worries." But if we cannot sustain our good performances from the last 3 months, we will look at this and see it as the moment of truth. And this is what needs to be watched over very carefully. And I think that with Ansu maybe coming back and having a lot of more and more players at the disposal, we can go out of this season positively, even if we don't win any trophy. And I've said that the last time, that even if we don't win anything, at least we win experience and we have a squad that can compete.
No, I 100% agree with you, and I think that should be a segue to wrapping this thing up, because if you don't know, this is FORCA BARCA podcast. We come at you every week, give you reactions to the games, talk about transfer rumors, talk about the new Barca news. This is the original FORCA BARCA podcast.
We have some people stealing the name, claiming, even doing the same introduction. This introduction was produced by our dear brother Imad, who made the beat. Some people just take the Cant el Barça and try to replicate our podcast. More power to them, but this is the original FORCA BARCA podcast.
This is the original one. But yeah, I mean, it's that's when you're doing something right when people try to imitate what you're doing. So if you guys like this conversation, go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. You can follow us on Spotify or in your favorite podcast application. We appreciate all the love and listen. I mean, we see you guys. We're monitoring everything that's happening. We appreciate all the likes, and so keep them coming. We're only growing as as the episodes go by, as we dedicate more time to do this. We appreciate it.
Yep. Of course, we had today is a disappointing day for every Barcelona fan, but let's keep our head up high and try to see what's coming for every Barcelona fan, every Barcelona supporter out there. We salute you, and hopefully you'll enjoy our podcasts as we enjoy making it.
That's absolutely correct. And so we'll leave you here. We'll come back again on Monday to react to the game versus Cadiz, and hopefully we come out victorious from that, bounce back.
Now I'm expecting a reaction from the team.
I think they're gonna, I think it's gonna be a really good positive reaction, I think.
And it's not going to be simple. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Even against these.
Cadiz, they're very defensive. They're really good defensively.
Yep.
So okay, we'll see you guys on Monday. Thank you for listening, and Visca Barca, motherfuckers.